Shopify Rebellion, the team that not only dominated groups, Lax, but did it and made history along the way. The only team to go completely undefeated through the group stage in, what, 3 years?
Yeah, they absolutely did. They were flawless on their stage, which going into playoffs, we had no doubt that they were going to carry that through and continue making history. But that's the reality, is they got to taste the reality. They've shown that they can be beaten, that it was a grueling playoff. And with going through that grueling playoffs, they now find themselves in a lower bracket, losing to DZ. Thankfully, after that long, grueling day that they had to endure, they did get a day to reset. So going into today, I'm expecting a revitalized Shopify Rebellion.
Well, grueling feels like it could almost be an understatement. The way that they had to grind through these teams, that game against M80, 2 of the 3 maps going to overtime. That is a long day.
That is a long day, and that's definitely where they got that taste of reality, showing that they aren't the best, that they really have to put forth the effort in order to prove that they are the best. And again, M80 really exposed them in that first game, not only in just the map itself, but they did such a good job of not allowing Troy to play those shield operators, where he could then make that playmaking ability and go for those calls. And then you make that transition into Nighthaven Labs. We talked in the post-test saying, all right, what do we need Shopify to do? We said that we need someone to be able to set that course so Troy can steer that ship, and that player was Spoit. He came alive in Nighthaven, which is why we saw that huge bounce back coming back from that 1-4 deficit, and then it goes into Border. This is where everything, all the marbles are on the table here. Everybody came together as a unit, and they made it work. It took every single round, tooth and nail, every inch being fought, that it came down to this last round with a huge play from their leader of Troy, getting that pick on that crossfire, denying that diffuser, Ambi and Troy solidifying that game to push them into DZ and getting them through that beginning.
The craziest part is that it did not end there. An insane matchup against M80, but then the hardest challenge is next. They have to walk right into Dark Zero.
It absolutely wasn't. To summarize the game versus Dark Zero, it really was a battle of attrition, to say the least. And not only a battle of attrition, it was an uphill fight, because you have to remember, after SR's long, grueling match against M80, they had to sit and they iced themselves out because they were waiting to see who their opponent was. And let me tell you, being a player, after playing a long, grueling match, and you then there have to sit and wait and watch, it definitely hits the mental, it definitely hits the thumbs, the hands, everything tends to get cold, where then you are coming off of that game, and Dark Zero just comes off of a hot streak, beating Wildcard, finding success very early on. And this is what I'm talking about, where you're just iced out. You played 71 rounds versus 54, and you played an extra hour. And let me tell you, 1 hour in a best of 3, in any best of 3 scenario, it is grueling. Fox, me and you know it. Once you finish one game, you finish one best of 3 series, you are absolutely gassed. And that's really what it came down to. The first map, we saw them get completely smoked. We counted them out. Then it went into the second map. We saw life. But that's
depends why. Where are you at?
Top at the brick housing by the hospital.
Okay. What desk are you loading up? What desk are you loading up?
It's just
really where the tank just had to be ended right there, because once we got into the last map of Chalet, all the gas was gone.
Yeah, you're just exhausted, and not only are you exhausted, but you also have to sit and then wait the 4 hours for Dark Zero's match. So that's a total of 9 hours where you're essentially just in game level ready mode. Of course, there's going to be some gas out of the tank. You're going to be able to be a little tired. There's going to be corners that you cut. And I think that's what we saw against SR and DZ. They were just cutting corners, honestly going for fights, not necessarily playing at the top level mentally that we're used to seeing SR. But now they've had a little bit of a break.
You pointed it out. They didn't play as well as they wanted. Even Super admitted that after the game, that the whole day just